Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I am your host Jenny. Today, we kick off with the dramatic landfall of Tropical Storm Tapah in southern China, especially near Hong Kong and Macau. The storm unleashed fierce winds, forced about 60,000 evacuations, shut down schools, and caused power outages and minor flooding. Hong Kong raised its storm warning to level 3, cancelled flights, and saw trees topple, with residents seeking shelter. It's a reminder of nature's power and the region's resilience. Next, let's talk about the stock markets. Despite the storm and a typhoon warning, Hong Kong stocks continued their impressive weekly rally, with the Hang Seng Index climbing 0.4%. Mainland Chinese markets also gained, buoyed by positive economic data and investor optimism. Interestingly, Hong Kong's stock exchange has shifted its policy to allow trading during typhoons, showing how adaptable the financial scene is even amid challenging weather. Finally, in health news, Hong Kong scientists are making exciting progress. They're developing a new injectable stem cell treatment aimed at improving blood flow for diabetic and PAD patients, potentially reducing amputations. Plus, innovative MRI software from local tech firm Illumination promises earlier detection of diseases. These breakthroughs highlight Hong Kong's commitment to advancing healthcare and improving lives. Please continue to watch for more detailed stories. The Associated Press vividly describes the chaos wrought by Tropical Storm Tapah as it made landfall in southern China, particularly in Guangdong province near Hong Kong. The storm's fierce winds, reaching nearly 98 feet per second, prompted widespread evacuations. Around 60,000 people were displaced across the region, and shut down scenic spots and transportation services, including trains and ferries. Hong Kong, in particular, experienced significant disruptions, with about 100 flights cancelled and dozens of trees toppled, leading to injuries and temporary refuge for residents. The storm's impact extended to Macau, where minor flooding was reported, highlighting the storm's broad reach and the region's preparedness to handle such natural calamities. Meanwhile, the financial markets in Hong Kong demonstrated resilience amid the storm's chaos, with the Hang Seng Index climbing 0.4% and extending its weekly gains despite the number 8 storm signal that persisted until midday. The optimism was buoyed by mainland Chinese stocks, which also gained, driven by a recent rotation out of fixed income assets and confidence in China's economic recovery as indicated by positive movements in tech giants and new index additions like JD Logistics and Alibaba. However, concerns lingered over political stability, as investigations into former securities regulators cast shadows over the market. Regional markets, including Japan and South Korea, mostly edged higher, reflecting a cautious but optimistic outlook despite the storm's disruption and ongoing economic uncertainties. The South China Morning Post reports on groundbreaking medical research from Hong Kong, where scientists are pioneering an innovative injectable treatment aimed at improving blood circulation in diabetic patients' feet, potentially reducing amputations. Led by Associate Professor Jack Wong Wingtak from CUHK, the team is differentiating stem cells into endothelial cells to form new blood vessels, showing promising results in diabetic mice with notable blood flow recovery and microvessel growth. While the treatment still requires extensive testing on larger animals and further development over the next few years, the researchers are actively seeking funding to advance clinical trials, demonstrating a significant stride toward transforming cardiovascular care with less invasive options. In a technological breakthrough highlighted by the same publication, Illumination, a medical imaging firm, has developed a patented MRI software that visualizes macromolecules like proteins and enzymes through heat maps, making disease detection more standardized and accessible. This innovation has already been tested on liver fibrosis patients at Sha Tin's Prince of Wales Hospital, producing nearly 200 images, with future ambitions to apply the technology to brain disorders. Collaborations with Chinese MRI giant Neusoft and plans for multi-center studies signal a promising future for early diagnosis and disease monitoring. all driven by self-funding and seeking additional investment to scale their innovative imaging solutions. Meanwhile, Uniqlo Hong Kong is adjusting to a sluggish retail environment by focusing on upgrading its existing stores rather than aggressive expansion, with renovations at flagship locations like Mira Place and City Plaza aiming to better serve evolving consumer preferences. Despite a challenging market with declining sales and high vacancy rates in prime shopping districts, the Japanese retailer emphasizes customer-centric improvements, such as expanding store space and tailoring products like heat tech for local needs. The company remains committed to maintaining employment levels and capitalizing on Japanese brands' popularity in Hong Kong's retail leasing market, even as rents and occupancy rates fluctuate, illustrating resilience amid economic headwinds. Nikkei Asia reports that Yunfeng Financial Group, a company with a notable stake held by Jack Ma, has made a bold move into the cryptocurrency space by purchasing $44 million worth of Ether, the native token of the Ethereum blockchain. This strategic investment, made using internal cash and classified as a long-term asset, reflects a broader trend among publicly traded companies adopting digital assets onto their balance sheets, a practice known as digital asset treasury, DAT. Yunfeng's leadership believes that the era of blockchain decentralization has arrived, prompting them to deepen their involvement in the Web3 ecosystem and plan to increase holdings of major tokens like Bitcoin and Solana. Their commitment is reinforced by a strategic partnership with Ant Digital Technologies to explore blockchain applications such as real-world asset tokenization and Web3 services, signaling a significant shift in corporate attitudes toward digital currencies and blockchain innovation. The Toronto Star highlights InnoCare Pharma's recent approval in Singapore for its innovative drug Hibruca, or ilabrutinib, a highly selective BTK inhibitor designed to treat relapsed or refractory marginal zone lymphoma, RRMZL. This approval marks a critical milestone for InnoCare, expanding its global footprint and offering new hope for patients with this indolent B-cell lymphoma, which is increasingly prevalent worldwide. The drug's high target selectivity minimizes off-target effects, enhancing safety and efficacy, and builds on previous approvals in China for other indications such as chronic lymphocytic leukemia and mantle cell lymphoma. InnoCare's CEO, Jasmine Cui, expressed enthusiasm about providing a new treatment option in Singapore and advancing clinical trials for autoimmune diseases, underscoring the company's commitment to addressing unmet medical needs across multiple therapeutic areas. South China Morning Post covers Standard Chartered's strategic advice to its affluent clients amid ongoing market volatility. The bank emphasizes the importance of diversification and adhering to core investment principles to mitigate risks associated with potential market corrections. As market sentiment improves following a U.S.-China tariff truce, clients are encouraged to balance their portfolios across asset classes, including fixed income and equities, with particular interest in U.S. technology stocks and Asian markets like Hong Kong and Mainland China. Standard Chartered CEO of Wealth and Retail Banking, Judy Su, notes that while investors are optimistic, caution remains due to global uncertainties. The bank's focus on digitalization, talent acquisition, and expanding its wealth management services, including the growing interest in digital assets as a hedge, illustrates its proactive approach to navigating a complex financial landscape. The South China Morning Post highlights the significance of Chinese students choosing American universities, emphasizing President Trump's proposal to admit over 600,000 Chinese students, which is more than double the current number. Despite this, the U.S. student visa system remains shrouded in confusion due to inconsistent policies and security checks, leading to uncertainty among students and their families. Trump's administration has been toughening visa regulations, revoking thousands of visas and scrutinizing those overstaying or linked to terrorism, which has caused some students to hesitate or seek education opportunities elsewhere, such as the UK, Canada, or Hong Kong. Trump insists that the U.S. values Chinese students and claims that security measures are careful, but critics argue that policy inconsistencies are harming educational exchanges and damaging the future prospects of young people, with some parents worried about their children's re-entry rights and the U.S. losing its appeal as an educational destination. The South China Morning Post also features Nicole Tung, an acclaimed Hong Kong-born photojournalist whose powerful images reveal the human toll of global conflicts and environmental crises. Based in Istanbul, Tung has documented pivotal events such as the Syrian civil war, Libyan revolution, and protests in Hong Kong, but her recent work, supported by the Carmignac Photojournalism Award, focuses on the devastating impact of illegal fishing and overfishing in Southeast Asia. Her photographs expose how geopolitical pressures diminish local fishermen's livelihoods and highlight the destructive practices like bottom trawling and the shark trade, which threaten marine ecosystems. Tung's journey into photography began in her teens, inspired by her grandfather's Leica camera, and was profoundly shaped by her experience in Bosnia, where she met war widows and saw firsthand the power of images to evoke empathy. Her work aims to cut through media fatigue, encouraging viewers to emotionally connect with stories of suffering and resilience while navigating the ethical dilemmas inherent in documenting conflict and crisis. The South China Morning Post reports that China's economy shows signs of steady recovery, with listed firms demonstrating resilience despite global uncertainties. Nearly 60% of over 5,400 companies posted revenue growth in the first half of the year, with total profits reaching 3 trillion yuan, $420 billion, signaling a cautious but positive turnaround. Sectors such as manufacturing, consumer electronics, and export-oriented businesses have performed well, buoyed by government subsidies and innovation efforts, even as the property market's decline narrows. Notably, gaming and cinema industries experienced remarkable profit increases, and Chinese exporters saw a 4.5% rise in revenue. While challenges like tariffs and domestic involution persist, the overall economic momentum remains strong, with the last quarter's performance critical to achieving the 5% growth target, suggesting that China's economic fundamentals are on a path to stability and growth amidst ongoing global and domestic headwinds. South China Morning Post vividly captures the spectacle of Donald Trump's recent U.S. Open appearance, where his presence ignited a chorus of boos and frustration among fans. The event was marred by heightened security measures, causing long queues and delays that dampened the atmosphere of the final match. Trump's brief appearance, marked by a smirk and a fist salute amidst a sea of mixed reactions, underscored the complex relationship between his political persona and public entertainment. Despite the crowd's ambivalence, the event continued with Trump as a guest of Rolex, highlighting his ongoing influence in the world of luxury and sports, even as his participation drew both cheers and jeers. The scene was a microcosm of his broader pattern, attending major sporting events to maintain visibility, blending celebrity with politics, and navigating public opinion in a highly polarized climate. The South China Morning Post also delves into Hong Kong's remarkable recovery and strategic positioning amid geopolitical tensions. The city's streets buzz with activity, from tourists exploring iconic sites like Disneyland and the Tsim Sha Tsui Promenade to international business conferences at the Hong Kong Convention and Exhibition Center. Notably, the city's financial sector is booming, with record-breaking IPOs and a surge of foreign investment signaling its resilience and appeal as an international hub. Prominent figures like Eric Trump have attended local conferences, emphasizing Hong Kong's unique status as a capitalist enclave within China. To further cement its global influence, experts suggest that Hong Kong should leverage Beijing's support to host high-profile international visits and establish itself as a hub for multilateral institutions, such as hosting the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit or establishing an international development bank. These initiatives could help restore Hong Kong's image and reinforce its role as a vital bridge between East and West. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post highlights LG's innovative approach to urban living in Hong Kong, where space is at a premium. Their eco-solution line exemplifies the fusion of thoughtful design and cutting-edge technology, offering quiet, energy-efficient cooling and wellness-oriented air care tailored for the city's compact apartments. From the sleek window-type inverter air conditioner to smart air purifiers like Aero Booster and AeroCat Tower, LG's products seamlessly blend functionality with aesthetics, catering to the modern, style-conscious homeowner. These appliances not only optimize indoor air quality but also integrate smart controls via LG ThinQ, allowing residents to manage their environment effortlessly. With minimalist designs and customizable features, LG solutions elevate everyday living, making urban comfort and health a tangible reality, embodying the philosophy that innovation should enhance both the home and the lifestyle of Hong Kong's residents. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn on the TV screen, see the world unseen. China's on the news tonight, history in the spotlight. Scroll through my phone again, find out where to begin. Stories from the east to west, learning from the very best. News in China every day, learning in a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Ancient tales in modern times, mountains high and river rise. Culture rich in every town, golden driving never down. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every word. China's story always heard. News in China every day, learning a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every